I really appreciate this energy that you've brought to us this morning. A new thing that came to me yesterday was that we need to position students or provide students with the opportunity, chiropractic students, to mentor pre-Chiro students and get them into this mindset that they do have value and that they do have insights to share, and almost like coach up or consult with prospective students. I'm just curious, like what that relationship looks like, just because you have had so many coaching relationships and so many consulting relationships of you being coached and you delivering the coaching. Is there any advice that you could give to a chiropractic student to really take interest in a pre-Chiro student and help guide them and support them on their path?
Yeah, I think the best advice I could give is part of your growth is always going to come down to you having someone who's pulling you up and you having someone that you're pulling up. Okay, if that makes sense. But that because you're sowing, those are seeds that you're sowing and you're going to reap those in your own life. But it also builds your conviction level about what you're doing when you're training someone. When you're imparting into them, you're energized in that as well. And you'll see it even when you're teaching your patient orientation classes. A lot of times, yes, you're teaching it for them. You're educating them and bringing them some exposure that they wouldn't have had if you wouldn't be opening your mouth and teaching them. But you're also building your passion for it. You're igniting it. You're doing it for yourself as well. You're building your conviction level as you do that. You're reminding yourself of these principles that got you into this in the first place that can get lost in the shuffle when you have a hard, long day. So I think it's always helpful because you're sowing and you're serving, and that's always going to come back to you. And it doesn't, I wouldn't suggest it to the point where you're eliminating your focus. But if you have someone that's coaching you and then someone that you're, hey, whatever you learn, you can teach them. And then it just creates this flow of positive energy that is a force that really people can't stop. And you don't have to know it all to help someone. Just as soon as you learn something, teach it to someone else, and then you've helped them, and then they can help someone else learn the one thing that you taught them. So I think it's very important. I think it's very helpful. I think it keeps you motivated and energized. It helps you stay on track and accountable, and it creates some synergy that I think we really need.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
you're so